Hello, good morning. Today I am heading over to Halifax to tackle the Great Halifax Hills. There are 6 amazing climbs, all listed in this brilliant little pocket guide by Simon Warren. I'm going to do, in order, Gibb Lane in Halifax, then head out to Luddenfoot and do a climb called Great Edge and Halifax Lane, then come back into Halifax and tackle the massive and mighty Trooper Lane, which is the biggest and hardest of them all. Then move on to Ploughcroft Lane and finally tackling the famous Shibden Wall, which featured in the Tour de Yorkshire 2 or 3 years back. Looking forward to some strenuous exercise and some steep cobbles. Let's go. Are starting just there. Let's get these gears sorted out. Come down into my lowest gear. Well, that looks 20% coming up. And probably this little stretch is about 13, 14. Cobbles missing. Wonky. Big lumpy things, difficult bend that. Keep going. I'm all over the road. Garmin thinks I've stopped pedalling. I'm that slow. Looks to be getting steeper. And you can see the end of the cobble stretch. First set of cobbles done. Keep going up this hill. Okay, so that was the first one. Short but pretty brutal. That's a warm up for the things to come. Yeah, feeling very warmed up now. That's a shock to the system coming up those cobbles. So 1 down, 5 to go. We're just coming out of the village of Luddenfoot and headed straight into a 15-16% stretch. Coming up to a steep bend here, absolutely beautiful views here. Gradient's probably about 12 or 13%. Look at that, not going that side. If we take it to about 15 or 20, it's not bad this. Beautiful climb. Stunning views, absolutely stunning. I'm coming to the top of Halifax Lane now. This climb is just about done. That was very smooth, some steep sections, but nothing too difficult, and absolutely beautiful scenery. So moving on, 2 down, 4 to go. Right, we're on the 3rd climb. That was an inauspicious start, straight off the main road, straight into this steep 15-20%. Wow, this is steep. Look at that bend, straight off from the start. Take it wide. Let's get down those gears. I love these hills. I love cycling hills, and I live in a place where it's nice and surrounded with them. That's relenting a little bit, that stretch. Unbelievable. This must be 25. Come on. Coming to the top of Great Edge now, so just finishing the third climb. It's nice and flattened out now. That was harder than Halifax Lane. That was steep and more sustained in its steepness. So, but 3 down now, 3 to go. Heading into Halifax now for some almighty cobbles. The going is going to get a lot tougher. Here we go. Here we go. Oh boy. Oh boy. This is immense. Wheels coming off the floor. Can't keep it down. Car behind me. Oh boy. That was steep. I am all over the place. And I'm going painfully slow. Just banks up and up. The cobbles are in sight. There we are now. Chaos now. Chaos on the cobbles. Over into the wall. Get back into the middle. Nearly lost it there. Nearly lost my wheel. It came off. Oh no. It's going to get steeper up there. Don't look back. Crash. I looked back and crashed. He's on. Come on. This is 25-30%. Wheels coming off. This is mental. Avoid the ditch. Stay in middle. No, avoid the wall. No, I've crashed again. Get off the wall. Nah. Come on. Keep going. This wheel, I am fighting to keep on the ground. Sprint. Gradient's eased. Must be 17-18% here. As opposed to 25-30. But it's steepening up again. Where those kids are, wheel coming off the floor. Push it. Push it at last. Yes. Yes. Trooper Lane done. I've done it. I've got to the top of Trooper Lane. That was chaos on the cobbles. It's just a battle for survival to stay upright all the way. But that's 4 out of 5 done now. 4 down, 2 to go. Let's move on. 2 more cobbles to come. Right, we found the start of the 5th climb, Ploughcroft Lane. Straight into the cobbles. These gradients are just battering my legs. They're shredding them to pieces. I should mention the fact that I've done this on my touring bike and not my road bike. My touring bike's heavier, but its gearing is much lower, and boy do I need these ultra low gears. See the end of these cobbles now. That's climb number 5 done, and I'm on the top of Halifax again, right at the other side of the valley to where I was earlier. So heading to the final one now, the mighty Shibden Wall. 5 done, 1 to go. Cobbles now, there they are, rising steeply. You can see they're probably 20% from here. Jesus, look at that, my God. Here we go, unbelievable. My God. It's hard work trying to keep up. Look at that corner up there. It's impossibly steep. It's vertical. I remember seeing this on Tour de Yorkshire when all the pros came up, and it was nice to see them struggle and slow them right down to a crawl. But even their crawl is 4 times faster than my crawl. I'm all over the shop trying to find a good line. I would not have coped on my road bike with those gears. I'm dying to stop just for a rest. These houses. Cobbles are getting a bit rougher and wider here. Wheel coming off again. Steep now. 20-25%. Go over for this car. Come on. I can see a brow of a hill. It looked amazing that they'd done it. Looked absolutely savage on TV. Ah, yes, get in. I've done it. Get in there. I've got to the top of Shibden Wall. That's 6 out of 6. Unbelievable climb that was. Well, I'm back at my van now. The ride is finished. Boy, that was tough. I've done 39 kilometres and 1,265 metres of ascent, but it feels like I've done 100k and about 2,000 metres of ascent. Those climbs were pretty brutal.